time, rather than see him in the sort of champion selection bit up at the top. We're going live into the game right now with INS and Nitrino in the lower bracket semi-final. We are starting on INS' point of view. Doomslayer versus Anarchy. We're already moving over to the sort of second rotation.
Yeah. Nitrino's Anarchy, it's not something I, again, have seen a lot of, so interested to see what style he plays with it, whether it's a strong style, super fast, aggressive, or more of a Garby, which can be quite defensive, so
Whoa.
Doesn't matter, we're not going to see any of it. And he's flicked away from the visor.
He looked at it for a second and was like, no, not yet, not yet. I think that INS is quite lucky to have gotten a mutual frag just then, because that drop down was not mad. Not in a million years could I see it being working out. Whoa, it's right behind. INS kind of lost track of him for a moment, instinctively switches into Ghost Walk mode. Probably the right thing to do. We've got a rush though, great move by Nitrino.
Here we go.
You know what's great is we're going to see Visor. And he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. He's going to be okay. He was not going to be okay. He got punched to death.
We've already seen the dismal weakness that is Visor. Low base starting health.
We're going to go with luck being...
No maneuverability.
Just great.
Lost it all of 2 seconds.
It was great fortune for Nitrino.
Oh my God.
Honestly, it'll be hard pressed to do that again. So we'll see. But I'll check out Nitrino off the beginning here.
Wow.
So much damage. And
not bad.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a visor straight away. Okay, we're going to see from Nitrino's perspective just how amazing he is when he's got a chance. There's, you know,
he's used it. What? He's used it, but he didn't know where he is. That was very strange. Oh, I see, I see. It only updates the time after his finish.
Nice little frag there. Yeah, it does. So during the time, the cooldown's not going, but afterwards it will be
updated.
So Visor just got a frag on the Doomslayer.
He did.
Thoughts?
It's played well.
And he might even get a frag on Doomslayer again right now. This could be... Oh, maybe not just yet. There's a bit of stacking up that's been going on from Nitrino. As she switches over to it, gotta be careful. 77 health left. Does use it. Goes with the LG though. Interesting choice of weapon.
Yeah.
He had the rockets available. I think that might have been better.
Really the time to use the piercing sight anyway. Plus I find it makes your aim even harder when you're trying to track.
For the blueness.
Yeah, it kind of like messes everything up.
Nitrino only a couple of rockets left. There should be a crate behind him if he wants to top up on that, but should certainly be thinking about maybe heading over to that LG at some point. It's out.
Does he know he's got no?
I don't know if he realizes. There it is. Oh, he'll realize now. There it is. But he's going to take this chance to get over to the LG because it's a bit of a corner to get stuck in. So while INS is on the other side of the map, definitely a good idea. Damage not too bad at all from INS. He's got quite a bit more to chip away at. And Nitrino struggling to make this jump work. Ghost Walk forced out.
He's failed that jump quite a few times.
I'm not really sure what Nitrino's doing. Is he going to find a punch? He doesn't know what on earth is going on with items at the moment. He's lost his head.
He really is lost, but it's one of these situations where you just want to re-stack up on the smaller ones and then play defensive and hit some nice shots as they're trying to push it. It's not the end of the world if you can't get them. The problem comes is if you try and challenge for them without having any idea when they're up.
Not a bad rocket just then from him, but the LG INS is going to be able to take him down in the end, so we are going to be getting Nyx versus Nyx. I'm about to spawn. I wonder if Nitrino is going to start having a good guesstimate when they go up again.
Yeah, it really needs to know that because, as I said, it's not really the problem that he's not knowing them, it's that he's then going to them without knowing them.
Oh my God. INS, that was awful from him. He just got stuck on the side. He thought he could go back and move out of range of the lightning gun.
Yeah.
That was horrible for him.
He's capitalizing.
Yep, movement errors from INS. Gifting Nitrino the round this then. Want to be upset with this. We'll see him start with his Anarchy. Going up to Doomslayer once more.
Oh, he definitely could have gone and challenged for that rocket. never mind.
Didn't fancy it on this occasion. Control in this room. No LG straight away for this. Mega Spontaneous. He knows where he is, so he can play tight on this side of that. And is going to find the LG. I'm not sure. This is good for him though. This gives the whole rest of the map to Nitrino. The amount of damage that he's done is not bad. He's forced out the injection.
Yeah, really tough angle for Nitrino. Shouldn't have stuck around anywhere near as long as he did.
Just hear the music playing down at the bottom. Just finds him on the teleporter exit. Oh, there's a lot of damage. In's lost his tracking quite a lot. Nitrino able to pick up the first frag of this round, and he just needs 2 more in order to secure the first map. Wow. Absolutely crushed in this instance, and that's just a fight that Visor shouldn't have been in. Armor's up. Even Rocket jumps away, just wants to...
Well, this is what we saw last map, is when Ins was struggling, when Evil played quick. And Nitrino obviously favours that playstyle, particularly with the Anarchy, so... It is one of the weaknesses we can see from Ins' game, is that he can't cope with the speed.
Yeah, I wonder if Nitrino keeps on bringing that out. There's still 20 seconds basically until In's got that Ghost Walk. He has the information, surely now, just about delivering and not walking onto the lava. Good damage at the moment.
Yeah.
But he has taken armor. Maybe go through the teleporter with a gauntlet or something. It could work for him. He's kind of lost track for a moment. Not being able to impose himself onto the Nyx while that Ghost Walk is down. Well, that's a good little trap actually from Ins. Maybe he's got a chance to get himself on the scoreboard. 95 health injection was used between those shots. Armor, I think, was taken by Ins. 5 health. Oh, eventually finds him.
Melted him there.
Yeah, needed that angle. That was incredibly close. Still a couple of seconds until Mega's up. Oh, he's misread it. The rocket again, and Nitrino takes him out. That is going to be a 3-0 and a pretty quick map at that.
Super quick.
Already will need to show us a little bit later on, but we're getting in the game right now. Nitrino, Ins, buddy, you've got a last chance over here. Otherwise, you are out of this tournament. Whoa! Big things from you.
That's the type of plays I love coming out from Ins. Just a prediction of where his opponent's going to be. Enjoy seeing that.
More doesn't go to bounce pad. That was being suicidal, but he's already taking heaps of damage, and Nitrino we're looking a bit too healthy after that, if anything.
Yeah, I don't think Ins hit him.
I think he 100% realised which side he spawned. One thing that the previous update did is they changed up the spawns a lot and made it a lot less predictable.
Yeah, that was much needed as well.
It's helps absolutely heaps. Rocket there from Nitrino. Look at that, he did a quick 270 flick LG. Kind of an unnecessary amount of turning, but that frag was so easy as well. And what's Ins doing wrong, really? Why is he in these positions? It's very weird.
Because Nitrino is just kind of outplaying him again. Like, unlike against Evil, it's Nitrino that's getting the jump on Ins. He's reading the cues better and just keeping Ins on the back foot for a lot of it. So now Ins has got a rail. I think this is the best opportunity to try and hit his rails and not engage at all. Just play around Nitrino, try and work out where he is.
Nitrino trying to pressure a little bit on the armor, but it might end up being a full swap. Don't know just yet. Oh, I think he spotted his heel just then. And he's going to go in on this. Oh, it is over there, but he's used the Ghost Walk. Limited amount of health. He's found him. He used the injection, but he's got no time really to stay alive.
Oh,
LG, unbelievable. Finds him in the air. Ins could probably see the light at the end of the tunnel to get himself the first frag, but was not. Fantastica! It absolutely was. That was an awesome frag from Nitrino. He's going to set himself around in the advantage. Good. Closer to playing against Ron.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have got that frag, but he did.
complete deja vu right now.
Yeah.
As Inns gets fragged exactly the same place as Slash got fragged last time.
It was an unnecessary fight again. I think he thought he was going to catch him off.
Oh, the punch, it misses! Oh, Nitrino picks up one more. We're 30 seconds in, and we could be nearing the end already.
Yeah, it seems that whenever Inns gets hold of the Doomsayer, he has a little moment of brain lag and just hits the ability.
Let's go, go! Oh my god, Ghost already pulled out.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Nitrino's got very weird bridge to rail jumps.
I think this is it.
Gonna go in on this.
Oh, what a rocket.
Bit overzealous just then. We're gonna see some action from Inns. I don't think it was a terrible push from Nitrino. He knew
it was the right push.
He knew the armor wasn't up for a while, so I was like, this could be suicidal.
It was
from you.
definitely the right push.
But fortunately for Inns, he actually landed some shots this time. I think it was pretty much he did from him. That's been discovered, trying to land a good rocket of his own. There's Nitrino landing the majority of the damage. Ghost Wolf still available, used right after the rail is shot. Ghost Wolf being used in return. He does a rocket jump up!
Okay, that's not the right push.
That was just mental. I don't know why you would do that. He had 75 health. He decided to use 2/3 of that for a rocket jump.
That is a ZSX move. Something I definitely would do that.
Well, you could probably see some like lights flashing on the screen or something afterwards. Or the rockets Ghost Walk used afterwards. Rail. Oh, the rail lands. I think Inns wins that round.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That was close. Hit scan favored in that instance.
Biased. Okay.
I
swear that was mutual.
I mean, it was, but
I mean, like instantly mutual.
It's
he must
impossible though, because the rail has to land first.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's not a projectile.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Lag.
Well, I mean, still, with the head scan going first, maybe you.
But there's like, is there not like
areas.
a minuscule second when you click and it hits?
Well, it's only the latency of the server, surely.
Exactly.
But it still would register before the rocket registers hitting you.
Semantics.
No, that's the wrong word. That's just a word you decided to use. It doesn't mean anything in this. Either way, Inns will probably be relieved to not be 2-0 down. I think Nitrino kind of. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Fair play, Inns. Does manage to get himself something, and maybe we'll see something else from his slash.
Yeah, we've seen literally nothing so far.
Yeah. Right, he's got some more white control, and there's a nice little split on the item, so he should have plenty that he can do. Biden looking for a rail. He kept Tarion where he is. Not going to matter. And LG on LG. Not landing a great deal. I think Nitrino looked like he was on full extent. Find him in a second. He just saw the smoke. The rocket totally misses.
Really nice.
And the little wall jump right at the end to make it work. I think that was pretty.
Yeah, Inns obviously thought that Nitrino was going. Oh my word!
Oh no, the punch!
He's got him. Yeah, but previously Inns thought that Nitrino was going for the mega. Instead, he just kind of waited and killed him. Caught him completely off guard.
Somehow bought himself an opportunity. Oh, the rocket. He knows exactly where he is now. Surely Nitrino can't push after that.
Berserk is so deceptive because as a player, you see someone pop it and think, "What are you doing, mate?" And like you just assume you're going to destroy them.
The speed is so much speed. Oh my god, Nitrino.
Interesting.
Absolutely melted just then with the lightning gun. 2-1 now for Inns, and this is still such a quick map between the two of them.
Yeah, but it's more Nitrino throwing than anything else.
Yeah, he should be 2-0 then. 2.5-0 up.
2.5 up.
Yeah, I mean he should be 2-0 up and halfway through winning.
Okay. I like that logic.
The throw in the second round was just ridiculous. And if he ends up losing the series, then he can blame himself.
He's in allowing Inns back into it, Inns has obviously found his feet and is now settled. And apart from taking a few fights that he shouldn't have done, he's doing a great job and not getting caught off guard and keeping to his own.
It's very easy to feel as if you can be cocky in Quick Champions Duel as well, but it can be the end of so many, the start of so many losses and things like that go wrong. It's a tiny bit of help, but there's still 5 seconds until this is up. The rockets coming in, he's got to be so wary about it when the item is spawned. And Inns might even try and race him over, show him the speed of the slash. Or the rocket jump, have to zoom out that instance, and what a move there by Nitrino.
Risky, but that's Nitrino's playstyle, it seems. Oh dear.
What the hell just happened there? We've got one punch. Oh, he gets the midi. There we go. And the injection straight after. He is ready to fight once more.
Yeah, Inns and Doom don't get on.
It's like a love-hate Marmite relationship.
He's got to be going down at night. That rail kept him in the round. Oh my lord.
That was very close. Nitrino, I mean, it is a safe gamble to assume that someone's not going to land a vertical rail. It's such a challenging shot to hit. But it can happen. Rocket, not going to be able to land anything just there. Up to bounce pad. He even chases for this. That's really ballsy from Nitrino, but making it work and bringing it to 2-2.
I think in his mind he was always going to get a shot off, and and as long as he did, it doesn't matter if he died because he had a champion advantage.
True.
It was actually quite a safe bet.
Still pretty mad. A little bit.
That was fine. That gets my stamp of approval.
Fair enough. I don't know if that's worth much anymore.
What the
Nitrino, though.
Jesus.
He's getting a load of items at the moment.
That was third degree Zoo.
I'm sorry. I don't take it back, though. Lie down in the corner there, that's it. Oh my god, the rocket there from Inns.
It's alright.
You okay there?
I'm still here.
Good.
Sulking, but I'm here.
Inns has done a good job off the beginning of this, getting rid of that Nitrino anarchy. And now Nitrino has got a little bit of a stack to play with himself.
Finally, we actually see a bit of sensible play.
Calmness, you know. I feel like we've been going at sort of 200 BPM for the whole duel, first 4 rounds. Speed might ramp up in a moment, but Inns makes it out.
Oh, that would have
been
sweet.
That would have been so sick had he landed that jump.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
Sucks.
It does, but he's getting the hourglasses to follow up. And there's not long until the plasma trail will be available. It's not the most crucial. It's not as crucial like the Ghost Walkers that we're seeing used right now. And he's playing back a bit. Was about to slide into the room, but decided against it after that little bit of splash landing.
Nice read.
Got to be careful. He doesn't want to hang about too long. He's going to go in with it though. Plasma trail to help him with the speed. Reno falls. He's just got Doomsday. 4 health remaining on Inns.
Yeah, nice play. Even though Nitrino read it, it was the plasma trail means he was much more difficult to hit, obviously.
With that armor, he's able to get himself the health as well. Teleporter exit. Oh, the full one. Full rocket to the rail. Nitrino, he needs to hold back a little bit.
Why?
Unbelievable. Oh, the rail misses, and he manages to get the mega somehow.
Like, what?
It's like he felt that was all or nothing.
It's so bizarre.
Even though there's time left for him to go and pick up items elsewhere on the map.
It was so dumb that Inns wasn't ready for it and he missed his shot.
52 health left, and actually these double jumps with the damage haven't been too bad. But fortunately for Nitrino, he's recuperating.
Yeah, now he's in the lead.
Well,
that wasn't even a risk. That was just, yeah, okay.
I think against too many players, I think that would not work.
I agree.
And you know what? Normally it wouldn't work against him. So a rare moment just then.
Either way, 2 minutes remaining, and Inns with a 2 champion advantage. And again, like we said a couple of times now, this is the territory where you're in such a dilemma. It's like, do I push? How do I play? It makes... You can't really get caught in that dilemma. You need to keep on the front foot.
Those rockets are solid, actually, from Nitrino. He managed to just slow him down enough that he could get full direct. But he's got to find a beyond this, and there's just so much speed into the slash. I think Nitrino might go on this rotation of items, and he's going to have to be on the hunt.
Yeah, I think one more heavy armor, and that is it. He has to push.
He's not even taking the armor straight away because he doesn't want to be heard.
Warning.
Take it, and I think Nitrino was close enough to hear something then. He's found it. What a rocket there from Nitrino, and he's bought himself enough time.
It means the heavy's up as well. Yeah, and Inns is smart in not going for it. Because if he had went for that, he would have had no time to get out. But he had to ghost hold on to it.
Yeah, you don't want the ghost walk down in the last 30 seconds, or you've got to hold on to yourself. That's so sketchy for you. Nitrino, I mean,
their time, he's got about 15 seconds, otherwise it's game over.
Yeah, otherwise that ghost walk will come anyway.
He knows where he is.
He might check. Oh, he doesn't go in all the way.
No.
That's it. I think that's it. Inns is so desperate to cling onto this lead, and with 10 seconds to go, unless something remarkable happens. This round is for Inns, which means we will go to a tiebreaker match between Nitrino and Inns. Nicely done, Inns. Bought himself that through.
Even though I don't think you should change too much, like sometimes you need to scale it back and think this is not smart.
Yeah, no, indeed. And hopefully we'll see him look a little bit more composed. Now, we are on the tiebreaker map between Inns and Nitrino in the lower bracket semi-finals. Winner of this map goes versus Ron for qualification. DreamHack Winter, and the rockets coming out already. Whoa. Injection after injection, rocket after rocket. Inns is going to take the first frag.
Just like that, he forces situations, but that's how he's comfortable playing. He wants you in these close combat quarters, and yeah, occasionally that doesn't pay off. So, I'm not too fast.
Uh-oh, go for the punches. I think he landed one of them.
Did,
but
that's a lot of damage. Jeez.
75 to be exact.
So it's a pummel.
But it's but it's very noticeable on a champion like this. One rail. It doesn't land actually. Don't rate that move from Nitrino. I think he might be doing a full series throw right now.
Chill out. It's the first round.
I'm voting. I think Inns is going to do it. And I know
Inns for president.
Yeah. Well, I hope I don't like curse players or anything like that, but I think he's looking a bit more stable at the moment.
He is, but at the same time, this is exactly how Nitrino's played on the first map and the second. It's just that Inns is now starting to slowly become accustomed to it, partly because that was his choice of map, and this is also something he's very comfortable on, so Nitrino now needs to respond.
I think he's going to chase directly in. This is going to find him, gets a good rocket in. There's no ghost walk up, so that is going to be the frag and a 3-0 round for him. Oh, there's one on the board, 2 more for Inns. He can really start,
and he can win without Visor making a contribution at all.
He made with 1 frag contribution.
Not a contribution.
He lost them out. Didn't
Round 2, fight.
It was there though. It was relevant in this series. That's what matters sometimes. Scalebearer wasn't relevant whatsoever. Yeah. Oh, that hurts a bit. Injection used. Surely going to be another frag.
Nice.
Nitrino. What are you doing? He's getting out the berserk. There comes the LG, and it's something that Inns doesn't have actually, which would be super useful. And he keeps rocketing himself, which is also counterproductive.
One way to put it. Nice. Nice use of the double jumps actually.
It is quite difficult to hit Doomslayer when he is just constantly double jumping. It would be an absolute nightmare to go versus, and it's always extra satisfying when you hit a mid-air on him.
You said it.
Yeah. Fourth. I don't want these people into it. Jump up, takes the risk at the right moment, but possibly didn't want to dismount just the way he did.
Whoa! Yes, what a shot.
That was a shot, but that was not a good move from Inns. He should not have.
He should have crouched around at both.
Crouched around or just gone through the other room.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up these angles. You give them one chance at it, they're going to take it. And that can completely ruin your game and your momentum that you've been building. We've got Doomslayer versus Doomslayer. get himself on the map and make a presence. Oh, this is it. This is the perfect moment.
Oh.
He's got walks into the LG.
His use of that ability is trash.
I think if he landed the rail, he probably should have done it straight away. But maybe the hesitation, the extra distance he had to move to get there.
It's almost funny. Every time he uses Berserk is the wrong time.
Oh, we've got a runaway over here from Nitrino.
Sure, runner.
I don't know if would have heard that being used. He knows exactly where he is now, though. So I don't think he's ready.
Oh, they were so close.
4 HP. That was a great shot from Inns. Nitrino's got nothing to work with. When you know that the duel has got to the point where you have to sit in the blood pool and slowly regenerate your life, you know things are not going well. He's got a champion advantage, but the pummel or the rocket comes out in time.
I thought the pummel was,
That was close. If he got another pummel off, it would have been touch and go. I'm not sure if there was enough help left for Inns.
Nice push.
Oh, this is bad news at the moment. Hello, hello, mate. All right. Oh, the follow-up. Oh, he makes it work with the lightning gun. That was so close. He was hoping for the pummel on the exit.
Nitrino needs to reassess his situation.
Yeah,
he's getting out of control.
It absolutely is. Nitrino isn't a massive amount of trouble right now. Let's see if he can recuperate a little bit. And Inns, if he's got any nerves at the moment, he's got to settle them down a bit. This isn't even the qualification round, but you're a step away from one round to go. Whoa. Oh, the rail as well. Such predictable movement, I think, going around the corner.
It's so risky. Like, yes, your opponent is injecting, but you're still railable.
Yeah.
Like, all it took is one rail. And he was going straight out of the, I don't know.
That's the aggression he wanted. One more. Oh, he doesn't quite make it. The animation, I think, loaded up, but he couldn't quite get there. And now it is the Knicks for Inns. Has he got anything left in the tank on this round? Because it has been pretty fast and furious. Finds it a bit more. Surely, is he going to go all the way in though?
Yeah, it's Nitrino. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. He holds off for a moment, which is surprising. Oh, he saw him. Would have been perfect for a little flick rail. Reload on that ammunition, actually. He's quite low. Rockets sorted out. 4 rails will keep you going a bit longer. Not bad damage.
On the heavy, though.
And I think despite it being such a quick round to begin with, I think he's happy to hold on a little bit. Oh my god, that rail would have been it for him. Ghost Orb used, Nitrino. Unfortunately, it doesn't get chased through, but Inns was very weak, spectacularly weak then.
He's aiming at the...
He's just using the blood pool. Both players have been relegated to the blood pool on a couple of occasions now. Great rail, but it's 3 mega.
Pretty sketchy for the...
Tough to tell who's going to win this little match at the moment. Nitrino's on the border of being a bit too aggressive, but it's like he's controlling himself a little better than he was.
And Inns has managed to slow it down to a pace he's happy with now as well.
Walk past it, rockets landing. Rail would have killed him for just a moment. Mega's up there. Nitrino to find an exit. There we go. It's on Inns to make something happen.
Sometimes the decisions Inns are making are just too crazy.
Sometimes though. Looks like he's now on form. When you've got your back against the wall, you've got to win the rounds. Everything's going to work out for you. Really hurting a bit. He's got no injection, 19 health left. Inns, you need to go in on this. He hasn't pushed. He's been way too careful. Rail, oh, that missed it. That would have been the clutch one that he needed. Arm has been taken. There's quite a few resources. He is so weak, and he does use the Ghost Walk. He's looking for damage?
Yeah.
Madness.
He does that a lot. I quite like
Here comes the chase.
But he get caught
oh, he misses the shots. Looking through, but he's on the other side of the teleporter. And still goes down, but that was a fantastic effort from him to stay in the round.
Yeah, definitely one round back. Feels a little bit more comfortable, but Inns was able to get, again, a good foothold in that game. So Nitrino needs to be careful. There were so many times he should have died, but Inns just missing the shots.
Nitrino now. Another round would settle him well, and would get to one of those type of final rounders, the final map. I don't know if I'm ready to call it a choke though, if Inns does that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Armor's going to be up shortly. I expect a trade of some sort. More damage, that would have put him on critically low amount of health. Nitrino. Armor will be taken by in the end. Good initial rockets. LG as well. There is an injection that can be used. It's going to be gone, but the animation has to be taken into account also. Animation as well from Inns, but he goes for
low.
it. 6 HP. So damn close between the two of them. And he's also had barely any weaponry as well. That was his last bolt of lightning, I think, that got him the kill. Oh.
No way.
Oh my god, he actually takes him down. One more frag for Inns and he goes through to the last round of the day.
Like, that type of move is just so unnecessary.
A rocket jump out there as well. He stares down the heavy, realizes he's not going to be able to own this object. Great LG, actually.
Finish it.
He can finish it right now. He's going in, but he switches to the lightning gun. He has no rockets left afterwards, so his life was made quite difficult. 3-1 there for Inns. Nitrino is out of the running, and it's going to be Zron going up versus Inns in the qualification game.